Yo,
Mornings.
this is Gremlin.
This is KANE.
Welcome back to the Let's Talk Foreplay podcast. Season 5, episode 5, featuring special guest, Das Kapital.
Das Kapital in the house.
Also, guys, this is like the radio voice behind every radio station.
Literally everything.
Every radio
radio
station.
station.
Even
like,
Bach Radio.
Yeah, I wish.
Bach.
No, man,
Bach
I want to
radio.
get on the
Bach
book.
radio.
Me and the book boot, bro.
Bruh,
Hey.
Hello, who like it? This book radio. I wish. That would be probably
you actually,
That would be so
yeah,
fire, though.
so bad. There would be.
slap.
Nah, that would be so fire.
Yeah, man.
Where you green? Where you green and
Can
gold?
we give you a proper intro at least?
Yeah, let's
All
do
right.
it.
Yeah, 8-time Daisy's champion. Sorry.
Yeah, let's see what you actually. Let's see what Kane actually knows about.
I actually know nothing about Das Kapital. My favorite memory of Das Kapital was him texting me one day asking me to play at Safe House and me sending him a remix of a song that he made back in 2014, telling him that, wow, this is such a cool moment. It's like my favorite song you've ever made. And it was like a
Remember what it
EDM
was?
song.
That narrows it down, bro.
When
Was it the
EDM?
was it the
when
trap
when our
thing?
worlds collide.
Oh, the worlds collide.
Yeah.
Thing. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw, and he texted me, and I was like, "This is such a surreal moment." Because like, why is Das Kapital texting me? And
Yeah,
then
I
I still remember sending you.
Oh, yeah, I remember because like you had that whole moment, and I remember just being like, "Yo, that's even for me, it's weird." Because it's like you and I have been around similar-ish times where it's like I've got this weird pseudo-unk status going on without being
an unk.
without being fully that old. Like I started young enough, but it's just that weird thing of like, shit, like people have memories of me from 10 years ago or something crazy.
Yeah,
And you kind of have
I
to just make
literally
peace with
booted
that.
up my old laptop at the time, and that laptop was at least 7 years old.
Yeah.
Because that's where I had like my first like music library on, and I was like a huge EDM fan that time. And I remember that was like one of my favorite songs to just play.
Oh,
I was like,
that's-
"This is such a dope
What
moment."
type of vibe was it?
No, I can
Oh,
tell
it's
you what. I
Where
remember. I know.
Worlds Collide.
No, it's Worlds
Yeah.
Collide
Oh,
was
Worlds
a
Collide.
song by I think it was by Nick Thayer or something. So it was like an Owsler record originally.
Yes.
And because I knew Nick through some work I was doing, because he did a lot of stuff in the publishing world. Like he makes a lot of music for video games and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
So I ended up getting the stems to it. So I kind of had this official, unofficial remix of a track on Skrillex's label that I had just for me that I could release for free. But it was like, it was 2014.
Yeah, it was like
EDM
very
as fuck,
EDM
bro.
as
But
fuck,
very
bro.
aggressive. It wasn't like woo-woo hands in the air. It
But
was
like when you say EDM, are you saying like 128 type
Yeah.
electronic
kick.
kind of
Big kick.
gong, gong.
big
but
room
like,
type of thing?
big
Yeah.
room, but with a lot of, the whole track is in triplets. So like the whole thing was just this
Ba-da-da, ba-da-da,
super
ba-da-da.
chuggy. And because it
Yeah.
was Owsler, it was resampling stuff. So it had like as much just growly weirdness as you could put over a big fucking donking kick
I
noise.
actually want to hear it. We should get a little.
I'll
snippet into
I'll
it.
send it to you.
Never happened.
Don't do this.
Nah,
Reliving that time is like, I get like Vietnam flashbacks.
So I remember. Okay, we're gonna do a proper intro. I promise you. We'll
okay,
get
that's
there.
right.
I remember Durban meets Cape Town,
Yes.
or Durban versus Cape Town, or what was it?
Durban
via Cape
Durban
Town.
via Cape Town.
Yeah,
the track
yeah.
on that compilation where we all got access to. Man, there's this insane sample library of like that some guy recorded over the last 50 years or 100 years or something, and it's all throughout Africa. And that was the premise. It was run by the people who run Black Butter Records, so Gorgon City and Rudimental and all of that. It was a little project that they ran where they would go and get a bunch of people in each country to remix stuff. So I think Tor Rixon did a remix, I did something, but then there would also be like Manu Leng or whatever. It's what got them, these UK artists, down to South Africa, was playing Beating Heart. That's what it was called.
I have an even earlier memory also. There was, I think this might have been 2018. 2018, 2019, you made like a Facebook post about Industry Trust.
Yeah.
And you were just like calling out like young DJs
Yeah.
and just people who want their stuff played on your radio
Yeah.
show. And this was like before I got into like DJing. But like at that point in time, I had like a lot of stuff that I did like in high school and like
Yeah.
out of high school.
Yeah.
And I remember getting so nervous about like wanting to send you something. I was like, what if this man thinks I'm cuck?
You know what's great
I
is
did
that
the same thing, bro. I made you had a production sort of competition.
wasn't it for there was like probably for one of the like the
Very,
label thing.
like 2016,
it was like
2017.
remix this
yes.
for fun or whatever.
I
Or
must
here's the
actually get
stems.
it. I must actually get it because it features Fonzo. I did like dunka dunka dunka.
Dembo rhythm
yeah.
kind of thing.
But it was
Yeah.
like 130
Yeah.
with like I sampled like a vuvuzela.
Nice.
and then Fonz rapped over it.
That's sick.
Yeah, it was ass.
But
No, but that was like my whole thing. And I was like, what if I send this man a 30-minute EDM mix and this man just listens to it and he's like, wow, this dude is ass.
But this is what's so great with getting sent so much stuff over the years. Like there are people also like when you really want to hear people, it's okay to actually sometimes you would know if you've asked for promos and you get a bunch of crap and you just kind of go, I can't respond to every email right now. But if I'm really in like radio mode or something like that where I really feel like
actively sit and listen.
I'm listening, I'm writing people like long emails in response going like, hey, I know a lot of other people just aren't going to reply or going to go, nice track, bro, and leave it at that. So sometimes I'll go, hey, your arrangement is terrible. Like your production is great. Your songwriting is awesome. Listen to your favorite tracks in this genre because you're clearly not copying enough almost. Sometimes it's great advice to just go and listen to the extended edit of something and literally rip off where the intro goes, where the build-up goes. Copy that energy because you're missing out on what could be happening here. And the same thing with DJs. Like the curse of being in a country where Euphonic and Kent set people up with the whole out-of-key acapella thing, which is like been my gripe for 15 years, really. I get sent so many mixes from people that are the most promising DJs, like blends, proper blends, mixing, and then just suddenly it's like Alicia Keys comes in on top of something that it shouldn't be on top of. And I have to just bin the mix because I have to go like, I want to play you on 5FM. Like, I want to support you, but I can't email this person back and go, please stop playing acapella.
No, so
that thing you're doing, never do it again. Like, thank you. It feels, I feel bad.
I still remember we spoke, or I sent him and like a few of our other DJ friends a TikTok of just random acapellas on comb beats and stuff. And it's just like, it does not need to happen.
But
bro.
it
doesn't. It genuinely
it
doesn't.
is testament to the fact that there's nothing wrong with being a DJ first. Some of the best producers and people out there, like A-Track, whatever, DJs first. They'll tell you, I'm a DJ first. They get their skills up to a point where they know, I can actually put together a song, or I can actually do whatever. They can do blends. They can do tone play. They can do that stuff because they know what they're doing. They've learned from the producers, and the producers learn from them, vice versa. But so many consumers just want to go, I know this, that a DJ can do. I open TikTok and it's like people posting, yo, here's the blend I pulled out this weekend. And like fucking 20,000 comments and everyone's like, fire, God, I wish I was there. And it's just fucking train wreck. And the crowd is going wild. The DJ is going wild. And I'm sitting here going, am I the fucking alien? Like,
no, we generally are the problem. I sent Graham a TikTok of this dude fucking playing the Barney intro. Fucking literally, let me find it, bro. Let me find it. This shit fucking pissed me off, bro. I'm sorry.
We still haven't done an intro.
Nah, that intro must wait, bro. I need to show you this. This fucking shit. Brody, please put this clip on the fucking pod.
It's not gonna happen. It never happens. Okay, I'll send it to the group now.
Oh my God.
Play it into the mic.
314,000 likes.
My question about that is technically, because this is the other thing with these fucking very engineered videos.
Yes.
The way they change the angles at the right time and the way they zoom in on the decks, it can be very deceiving to the point of even one of us could look at it and be like, I can't tell if he's doing it live or not, whatever.
Yeah.
You see him pressing the button.
Yeah.
But if you know the song, the Jay-Z track, it goes bum 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 bum.
And there's meant to be da 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 da. But the beat is still playing from the Jay-Z record.
The drums are still there.
The drums are still there, but the fucking Barney the
Unless he's doing stems out.
There's no fucking way that a guy who looks that unconfident on the gear, who hard cuts into fucking Jay-Z, is muting stems
That's the other
like
thing,
some
bro.
sort of expert. Because you saw the build-up. Fucking please. This man is standing there just kind of like wobbling and the crowd is wobbling. That's an edit. There's no...
Yeah.
Put this shit on Spotify.
Oh, fuck no, because this is like up. This is
it's
up
the
there
right
with
generation.
those TikTok fuckers who do that shit where it's like, what if Britney Spears was on Genuine and then they make the song, it blows up, it gets released, it gets millions of streams, and those fuck faces who just mashed up an instrumental and an acapella get to be co-artists on a song written and produced by 40 other people, and then all they do on their own TikTok after that one song goes viral, they now have more monthly listeners than we will ever have combined.
Yo, bro.
They will then go, what if Shakira was on Genuine? And then they just make the same fucking thing over and over again. Everyone's like, yo, more pony.
Do you know what's
You were
the worst
online
part?
when that happened. All of you were online and you let that fucking happen. I didn't. It was you.
The official Hennessy page comments on this thing. Turn that shit up.
No.
Bro, what?
Ah, yes. I love the Venn diagram crossover of Barney the dinosaur and fucking Hennessy. Like, that's where I want to find myself.
Yo, the shit is...
Jesus
like,
Christ.
I can't anymore with
Fucking
this shit,
Bob
bro.
the Builder, brought to you by Omega Tequila. Like, what the fuck? Live in concert, Bluey, brought to you by Potency. I fucking can't.
Bluey is ridiculous, though.
And then what? Cuts into? All I do
Probably
is win.
Pony.
Pony. Yeah.
Let's get this intro out the way. Fuck, man.
Cool. I'm warmed up now. I'm warm.
Nah, man.
Shit.
Fuck.
I'm warm.
Dude.
It's a baby. Good.
I really missed you, bro. Yo,
No
I used to
cap,
see
bro.
him like at least once a week and do this
Yeah.
for like an hour.
We would
like,
cook out.
If we needed to record like 5 liners, it would take like 3 hours.
Good Up
bruh.
FM, yeah. That's the funniest thing of it since you've left. I'm like, God, I'm so fast when I want to be. It's like, dude, it's like, I'm sorry. No, I'm so sorry, man. It's like 4 pages. And I'll be like, 10 minutes.
Boom.
Boom, done. And I'm like, oh, fuck, okay, I'm on
I've
time.
low-key been making you more money. Well, I made you more money because you would bill like 4 hours for
Yeah,
a 40-minute
100%.
job.
If it's just like, if you're getting paid the same amount every month, technically we'd only get through so much in a session. So it's like, we can't bring him back in again. Like, he's been here, he was already there for 2 hours. That's ridiculous.
Okay. Let's do the intro.
Okay.
Das Kapital. Okay, let me give you my version of how I know you and whatever. So obviously, going to parties when I was 18, 19. You 34 now?
34 now, yeah.
34. So you would have been like in the scene for a couple of years already by the time I was old enough to start going out.
Yeah.
So like,
Two.
yeah, but I mean,
Most couple.
you started popping
fuck,
like
bro.
from high school already.
No, it was fast. It was, yeah. So it was like, I'd say like, it was, 19. So when I left school is when I started DJing, and I kind of was like opening assembly, playing Untamed Youth, and then like within a year it was already like like a festival and stuff. So that's right. Like it would have been within 2 years or so. Yeah.
I think just for our listeners that maybe don't know you, I hate going on podcasts or interviews and doing the whole where did you start? How did you go?
Yeah.
Like I hate doing that because I'm sure that story is out there somewhere.
Just
But
link it in the
can
bio.
you give us the one paragraph
yeah.
EPK version
100%.
of how it started? Just how it started. that's
Yeah.
all.
So look, the short of it is like you want to kind of describe what I am, and it's fair. It's a new generation. It's a podcast kind of thing as well. So it's like some people will know me as a club DJ. Some people know me as a music producer. Some people know me as a radio host or like a voiceover guy. And it is kind of all of those things and the way that they've intermingled. And like I started out in high school, I was making beats. I was writing music already from when I was like 13, but like it was beats to rap over, man. It's like the white kid dream of being Eminem kind of thing. But like the beats were mad electronic because it was on FL, and like I still always loved electronic music. And then when I turned like 17, 18, I started getting way back into what was going on in what we're going to call EDM, but I don't mean that big room shit. I mean like French electro, Justice, Fake Blood from the UK, like a lot of the kind of just shit popping on the internet. And Assembly came up. There was a club where I could hear the music that I was downloading and listening to that day. Like as it dropped,
Yo,
that's the club.
crazy.
And there was one place for it.
That's
And I was
crazy.
one of like 2 kids trying to get into that club underage because no one else cared about the music. So it was like, hell yeah, I want to fucking be there.
Yeah.
And then that just spurred me on. I'm like, I need to make this music. That's what I focused on. And in 2010, during the World Cup, I submitted a mix to an event called Brick City, which was all about like kind of in that electro vibe, and it was like bringing on new DJs. It's when a couple of people who've gone on to do really cool things in the scene, either behind the scenes or in the front of, you know, on the stage themselves. Like they kind of all came up through that little extended scene. I got into that party at Fiction, played after a World Cup game was happening in Cape Town. So like your first club gig is at a rammed fucking club, and I'd practiced my ass off. Like I'd been using shitty Denon gear and whatever. So to finally play on Pioneers, it felt like, I always explain it as like, I've been drawing with a crayon for 5 years and someone just gave me a sharpened pencil for the first time. And suddenly I'm just like, yo, look at the fucking detail, guys. And yeah, it's just, things kind of blew up naturally. Like there was a track that did well on Hype Machine, which was like this blog aggregator thing. So people got to know me as a DJ and a producer who was young at 19, when there weren't a lot of new people popping off, because a lot of the gear hadn't caught up. A lot of the software wasn't readily available. It's like you kind of had to know what you were looking for. When now, I think it's amazing that more people can be producers, can have samples, can have whatever. But to do it and make it sound kind of good and make it kind of sound like what was going on, there weren't a lot of people at that time. And that was, 2010. And shit just naturally progressed. I started doing internet radio like about a year and a bit later, because some people at UCT paid attention to that and were like, hey, let's get this underground sound on UCT, which led to Assembly Radio, which led to 5FM. Everything has just naturally progressed. So from producer to DJ to radio host and all the other things, record labels, caring about the scene, trying to promote other artists now, it all just for me is a one foot in front of the other kind of progression of where that happened. And
no forced decisions, no forced sort of things of like, okay, I really want to do that. It just kind of happened. The doors opened. You just, walk through. Obviously, you put in the work, but from the sounds of it, it wasn't like, nothing ever seemed forced. Like just, again, viewing it from literally maybe, 2 years into your careers when I started seeing you. Yeah. And it was already like, household name in that scene from that time already, which
but
is
it was also
mad.
But it was great, but it also in a sense, it firstly puts a target on your back because you're young and you've got no one above you that's actually mentoring you. That's the difference now, is I think there are a lot of people who will go like, yo, you're my younger, let me actually not just put you on, but let me try and guide you.
Yeah.
So beyond having a kind of target on the back thing, it was also, I don't know, I felt like I had a point to prove. So me being so open to all these genres and going, I can produce anything because I'm capable. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. So in hindsight, there's a lot of times where it's like, yo, if I'd maybe just fully leaned into one thing, I would have probably felt better about myself after that period. It's great to know, I can string together a reggae breakdown in the middle of a song that's a bass house song, but do I need to do that? No. Like, what's the point to prove? So
Shakira on Pony.
Yeah, Shakira on Pony. You know, like you need just because you can. But
yeah, girl, I can see your body.
But there's a shitload of... This needs to happen, actually. Gypsy Kings are coming. We must put Gypsy Kings on Pony. That's what needs to happen.
Can I make a confession? I have no idea Gypsy Kings.
So you weren't out like that in the 90s? Because that's also what I'm finding weird.
No,
it's like,
I was not out like that in the 90s.
This is the 90s as fuck. Like, this is my parents. It's just this fucking band that goes, Bamboleo! And it's the shit.
Oh, is it there?
Yeah, it's the shit you had to listen to when you were at a random family friend's house and the parents started drinking.
Latin kind of.
Yeah, I think they're Southern American as far as I can tell.
When you said Gypsy Kings, I was thinking she's
woman.
homeland. Yeah,
no, that's Gypsy Woman. I wish.
No, well, they have come down. Crystal Waters.
They have?
They've been in South Africa.
What? Yeah. I'm not surprised. House music.
Yeah. I mean, they're in the same class as Robin S. and...
Yeah.
I have a cue, though. Now, I have a cue. Like you were saying,
I haven't done an intro.
Can
we get it out the way?
Okay.
And it's just done. Yeah. Okay, so we know. Okay, DJ.
You know what I
DJ
do,
producer.
where I do. You know what I do, where I do, and
the
why.
The thing is, I'm just like, what? Somebody could be sitting at home and be like, "Who the fuck is
who's this
person?" You know what I'm saying?
But even if you do a Google, you're going to end up getting like Das Kapital lists his 5 favorite foods on News 24 10 years ago. You know, like who gives a whoa? Here he is wearing Here he is wearing all black outfits on GQ 12 years ago, because that's shit that lives online. You have to Google Das Kapital. You have to specifically say DJ, by the way, otherwise you're going to get Karl Marx's
see
book.
what's black
and even when you do, it's going to be like, yeah, because it's a book. It's a book by Karl Marx. So they have to go Das Kapital DJ, and then it's going to come up and it'll be
exact same spelling
Okay,
too.
guys, please go DJ. Please go Google Das Kapital DJ so that you can find out who Das Kapital is.
/K-Town /
Yeah,
5FM
find out my opinion. Yeah, go and read there's a whole write-up on the 5FM website. That probably makes life easier.
Ooh.
That probably
Okay,
makes
we'll
life
probably
easier.
link that in.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay,
Let's do
whatever,
that.
if you need to.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously you're doing a lot of events as
Again,
well.
now, yeah.
We'll get into that for sure, because that's something that we discuss a lot on the pod, both from an audience member and behind the scenes. And obviously we've both dabbled a little bit in production, and that's something that I think your fan base, there's a big fan base of yours that wants to see the dust music come back.
Yeah.
That is for sure.
Yo, you
I
haven't
wanna
dropped
get your
anything in how
thoughts on
many
that.
years?
I haven't produced music in 5 years.
Oh, not even dropped, but you just haven't
Just like
produced
haven't-
anything.
Okay, so I've made edits for
Yeah.
but again, it's always for a purpose at this point. So I'm making a promo video. I'm gonna chop this thing up. I'm gonna do this. It was a choice, but it was in COVID. It was, as COVID hit, I was burning out anyway. And so I was like, man, like I'm so tired. I just don't care anymore. Like I feel like I'm chasing something, because again, I had the wrong people around me. So it was like, you need to have a hit, bro. Why don't you make some, I'm a piano dog. And I'm like, why?
What the
What
fuck?
the fuck? Like, I don't mind using a log drum in a track, like, and I still will at some point, but because I like how an FM bass sounds, not because I'm trying to fucking sound like I'm a piano. And
Yo, that's kind of crazy.
yeah, so when you're feeling, and you're literally telling the people that you're working with, like, dog, I can't, like, I could, if I played you some of the stuff that I produced right then when I was hanging up stuff, it is some of the most technically impressive production I've ever done in terms of crazy sound design, really tight arrangements, but it sounds like someone throwing everything at a track at once. It's like, I was so fucking burnt out that I'm like, everything I make is boring. This track sounds like shit, whatever. So there's like, every second was packed with sound effects that I was like engineering myself, and the bass line was like, oh, is it too compressed? Is it too distorted? We got to get it fatter. It's like, it's watching someone overcook something so fucking horribly. And going back, I listened to it, and I gave it a couple years even. And just to go like, I could take half this fucking song away and that would be a good song.
And
that's why I took the break as well, is I've been waiting till now when I actually have heard enough stuff that inspires me and see enough stuff online that inspires me, and I'm hungry now.
Genuine
and I get to know
pony.
Genuine pony, man.
So what would you say is inspiring you now? Like, what are you listening to in the car? What's your like genres, artists, scenes, whatever? Have you found yourself like just gravitating towards?
I think the toughest choice to answer this is almost like to decide a direction, and that's the toughest thing, because I want to be more focused under my main alias. I think it might even be time to quietly launch a second alias, not in the hopes of getting gigs or doing anything, but just so that the output can be consistent. Das Kapital now doesn't have to be radio single guy anymore, because there was a point when we were getting there where it's like every single has to be radio editable, has to maybe get onto 5FM. Can we get it onto Metro? Can we do this? Can we try and get this on a chart somewhere?
When you say can we, is that a team effort? Is that a label?
It would be between
direction, pressure, strategy.
Me, management at the time, and labels that I would be with. Because it would just be that thing of like, you gotta get the single to get the gigs. You gotta, having a song on radio is gonna make people know who you are. So then if you got that going, because we know it's not about the streams. We absolutely do.
Yeah,
like, it's like you have a song that does moderately well. Like there are, I'm not trying to call out names, but there are people that we know who have music that gets played insanely often on radio that doesn't even translate through to streams for them.
Yeah.
They've got comparable listeners to me, and I haven't released in 5 years. And still, the fact that they get to do all of those kind of like gigs in a very visible place will mean that they get to play more shows, as an example. So for me, it's like the stuff that I want to make needs to be really focused. The stuff that's inspiring me bass music heavily. I think it's about time that I actually lean back into those roots. Like when I was doing, always was like, you know, go back to that origin story of like hip hop and electronic. Bass music across the board. I'm not trying to make drum and bass so that I can play a festival, but like love drum and bass for the sound design. Most technical producers in the world. 140 stuff, whether that's 4/4 or whether that's halftime. A lot of
Sorry, talking about that, a friend of mine I saw today went to Halo. When did you play there? Last weekend, this weekend? Friday.
Yeah.
She was there. She showed me a video, and she's like, "Yeah, we went to Halo, and it was so sick." And the DJ played some shit that I've never. And then it pans, and it's you. And it was literally a half. It was like
a halftime,
140 halftime.
Yeah.
But like huge build up, and then boom.
Yeah. Okay. I think I know exactly the moment because there are a couple that are depending on the crowd I'll do. But this is what it is that it's like I think it's the Mua Deep remix of Taste, who's one of the noisier guys. And so the track originally is a 4/4 techno tune with a big fucking lead, and then there's like a halftime remix. So it's like leaning back into that origin form of me, where it's like I never gave a fuck about genre. That was the thing back in the day, where everyone's like, "Oh, you got to play electro, you got to do this." I was playing Major Lazer then, not now. Major Lazer, the big pop act. Major Lazer when it was Diplo making dancehall with Switch. So the Das Kapital project, I think, just needs to be like quintessential club music. Like I want it to be rough, raw. I've proven I can make tracks with 100 drum channels and like, everything's so textured and layered and all of this stuff. There's a lot of even artists that I'm contemporary, like friends with, who now that the energy is picking up in the club scene is an actual BPMs are going faster. I'm listening to Kyle Watson now, and it is inspiring me because he was always the bass house chill dude. Now he's suddenly making stuff at 126, 127, and I'm going, your drums remind me of how I produced. Not that he sounds like me, not that he's ripping me off, but I'm going, I've got friends who go like, yo, this is such a you track, like as in you should play this.
Yeah.
And I listen to it and I'm like, you're fucking right, that is a me track. So I'm not gonna come back and make stuff like I used to, but it's the fact that other people are making stuff that makes me go, I would have done that. I would have done that. I would have done that. It's making me go, it's about time that you fucking do something.
So well, like you said, you were on your way to burnout, basically burning out. What caused that chain effect for you to get to that feeling in the build up to it?
It's the way I position myself, I think, massively. Like something that I have to deal with, and I'm not, boohoo me and my big albatross on my neck, but is like, I'm too mainstream to be underground, and I'm too underground to be mainstream in this country. I am not, and I'm going to say these people's names with love and respect. On one hand, you've got, as much as I would call myself a chameleon, like I can fit in a lot of different scenes.
Yeah.
People who are better chameleons than me, like your Dean Fuels, your Kyle Kassams, right? Brilliant. I've seen them play the most commercial events and seen them fucking rock an underground crowd. But they can lean into that commercial side way better than I can. They come from that world. They enjoy that world. It doesn't necessarily speak to me. It never has. I've always felt like a bit of an outsider in that sense. However, because of the success of things like radio and all of that stuff, you know, I can play at Modular. I can throw a party at Modular. I can book every dope young DJ before the next person gets them on and blow the club owners away, throw the party, have all the people at the spot going nuts, play like a UK garage party, go crazy. But then when it comes down to like, hey, it's time for like festival season and we're booking one specific festival, my name won't even be in the running.
Conversation.
Even if I know those people, even if I can WhatsApp them and be like, yo, do you want to get on the show? Because we need to promote something you're doing, whatever. So I think that's like chasing my tail a bit and trying to go like, what am I? Who am I? I need to be more commercial, apparently. Everyone's telling me I need to be more commercial, but all my fucking cool friends are telling me I'm too commercial. I'm like making stuff and it's good, but none of them will listen to it because they think it's
too commercial.
Yeah, or these underground people think, these underground people think I'm too commercial. These commercial people think I'm too fucking underground, and then I need to cheese out more in order to play with them. So it's just kind of, there was a massive decision as well of like, if I'm not feeling up to it, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to make it. And also, at that point, 10 years into the game, if I can't take a break and come back and keep DJing, because we didn't know how long COVID was going to be, realistically, I just took a stance and said, like, I'm not going to go to play graves because I don't know if it's going to kill people. Like, that was me. Like, I'm going to find another way. I've got radio. I'm going to do something else because I just don't know reasonably. Say what you want, fucking boohoo. where I have old family that I care about. So fuck yourself.
you.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, like my grandparents are still alive because of it, so it's shut.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, it was the decision. I'm like, if I can't take, 6 months, a year off and come back and keep DJing, if they don't want me when I'm back, when everything's back on, then I don't deserve to be back, because then clearly I fucking squandered 10 years of my life trying to get here. So it was just a choice. It's like, just clean cut, like let the wound heal over almost. So now we have to do intros, because they're going to be people that'll go, yeah, bro, you're my favorite radio DJ. And I'm like, you have no fucking clue who I am.
You have
That's
no
awesome.
idea who
You have
I
no
am.
fucking clue. And it's the best. Meet people and they go, yeah, but haven't you heard this thing? Or haven't you done this? And I don't lead with that ever, because I'm just Kyle the person.
Yeah.
All of these are things that Kyle has done. So now I can really just come back in and be like, there will be some kid who goes, yes, Spree, you're the funniest guy I know on Instagram, and I love your rants, bro. And then they're going to hear a fucking shit hot techno tune and be like, sorry?
What do you do?
What the fuck?
Anybody ever walk up to you and be like, oh, I love your car?
Yeah. Surprisingly, yeah. Like, yo, dude, hey, how's it going, man? It's looking good. And I'll be like, oh, thanks. Like, that's the summary now.
So I have a question for you. There must be some term for this to describe people like this, where they are pretty much cursed by the fact they are so talented in so many departments.
Jack of all trades vibe.
Multi-potentialite.
Jack of all trades was also a great one, because I leaned into that early in my career. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know if you know this. Like, one of my first EPs that I released was called the All Trades EP, because the idea was like Jack of all
We
trades.
do one song of every genre.
In that one EP, there was like 4 genres. That was my thing. And it was like this little EP that we did. We did 2 EPs. One was the free trades and the other one was ALP trades, because it was all like in the lead up to do work happening. It's this whole Das Kapital fucking communist jokes to myself thing. And so like, yeah, trades. Yeah, we're fucking commercial. Yeah, we're selling things. And yeah, Jack of all trades, master of none. But people never finish the phrase. And that's something I used to do to myself. Like when I started getting pissed at myself, I'd be like, oh, I'm a Jack of all trades. I'm a master of nothing. But it's oftentimes better than a master of one. And I need to remind myself of that sometimes.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's the question, though, right?
Yeah.
It's like, is it really better to be a master of one thing? Because if that one thing becomes oversaturated, obsolete, I mean, fuck, think about anybody that was, doing, I don't know, boom bap in the 90s.
yeah. If you truly
Like all
make
of a
it,
sudden
if
that's
you
done. You know what I mean?
Top 1%, or like whatever
Yeah,
percent. I'm
that's
not going to be
about
able to. Then for sure. Then
Yeah.
you can coast on that forever, and you
Sure.
can be one of those. You can be Rick Astley, legacy touring your whole fucking life. They're DJs.
Yeah.
They're DJs who are modern, that
Yeah.
are still making the same ass music as they've been making for 20 years.
Yeah.
And they've got this. I didn't like it then. I don't have to like it now, but their audience does.
Yeah.
Die Antwoord. I like, no disrespect to them, but it's
Yeah.
like, look how huge they are in South America and fucking Europe and shit, where like they can just go, we're coming to Brazil, and boom, fucking sold out, because
Yeah.
they don't even have to do new music. And their new music sounds very similar to their old music,
Fair.
where we've all written them off. That's fine, but you're in that percentage. How many other fucking, using Die Antwoord as an example, how many other fucking talented South African rappers are putting out shit of that caliber? And there can be people that are blending electronic and rapping and whatever. And yeah, you had one big song and then bloops fall off.
Yeah.
Even people that have been nationally regarded here. It's like MT and all of that stuff, where it's like, a little bit of a drug scandal or whatever, and then poof, cheers career, or whoever it is. Is it MT?
Yeah,
With the
it's
lean or
empty,
whatever,
yeah.
everything.
Empty had a horrible drug.
The horrible drug thing,
episode.
but you get what I mean. There are other people who's like, they've gone through rehab, they've done all of this, and they're still on tour. They're fine.
Yeah, they're
So
doing great actually.
Being one thing, it's like I was talking about Diplo and the thing, like that guy, again, king of the chameleons. He's everywhere.
Yeah,
He's like,
Diplo's literally everywhere, bro. Jack U, Major Lazer, his own
this
thing.
past year, he's produced fucking more K-pop than anything else.
Crazy.
And you understand, just by being in those rooms, you are like printing money. And
Yeah.
because that's what he always was, is he's the guy who's always like, yeah, I'm going to put MIA on a song with whoever. Oh, Skrillex and Justin Bieber, that could never happen.
Jack U.
Billions and squillions of dollars later.
Brilliant.
So being a person in the middle of a lot of things now more than ever is a good thing.
Yeah.
But the biggest lesson is, I think, is learning to focus those skills though.
Well, that was leading to my next question is excelling in each of those departments puts yourself in a great position, but also a thing of fuck. Okay, fashion. My fashion interest is taking off now. I'm only one person. I only have this much energy and this much time. Okay, Repentance is doing well.
Yeah.
Null is doing well now. It's a new start for that. The car enthusiast, the car enthusiast in you, you know, tattoos, you name it, art, whatever. Like there's so much that you give time and energy to, and sometimes, you know, you get a return on that, whether that's, you know, self-fulfilling or financial or career progression or whatever it is. It's just like, when do you have to say, okay, fuck, I need to let this sit down so that this can move forward, or vice versa? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know what you mean.
Do you find yourself asking yourself those questions?
Right now, more than ever before, because it's this challenging thing of, it's also the fucking information we're being fed online every fucking day. It's this like, between the like faux spiritual, if it's not meant to be, it's meant for me, fucking, you know, like the doors will open if I stand in front of them type bullshit. Where like, sometimes life is fucking shit and it's hard and it's a slog and you've got to fight. Even if you've got something that's good, like fuck man, Repentance, whatever. Built that party over now almost this month, 3 years.
Wow.
Core audience is fucking awesome. We've got like great people. It's nationally known.
Yeah. Can you just give it for those who don't know what the context is? Because it's very, very cool, very interesting and unique.
Yeah. I had the opportunity to launch a club night, and instead of doing like a Das Kapital and friends, there'd been an idea that I'd been kicking around, which was kind of, at the time, 3 years ago, was trying to blend a bit of the kink scene with the club scene and not trying to go full-blown like Berlin, Berghain, something to be like leather rave too much. But at the same time, it is meant to be more than a normal club night. So there had to be a kind of standard set. So you came, you knew what you were getting into, but you'd be able to experience this in a very gentle way. Great music, experiences, but handled by industry professionals, scenesters. And it started small. It was like 20 people.
I came to the first one.
Yeah.
Me and Kiki came to the first one and we didn't know what to wear. So I just wore like all black and whatever leather kind of things we could find. And we had way too much clothes on, bro. Like, we got in there and it was like just titties and...
That was what was crazy, is that like lovely. I was like, oh, please can people follow the dress code? Because it's also, to be clear, this isn't a self-serving thing. That's also a big thing for me, is in when I create events, I'm making spaces that I want to exist. And for that to happen, I always tell people at Repentance, I'm a Ken doll. Where a lot of people are, in any club environment, you know how people are, they're like, oh, hey, how's it going? I am shaved down there. I have nothing. There are no genitals when I'm running this event. I'm just purely like, I need to make this the coolest experience for people. I need to push the envelope. No one else is going to do shit like this. I need to open doors for people, bring the kink scene into the club scene. So like the hardcore people.
Yeah.
But then also let all the club people be able to go like, wow,
this is so dope.
Yeah, but it's also like, yo, this is what I'm into, you know? Because people can sit around and joke like, I need a goth girl to choke me out. And like, cool, you can laugh about that on the internet. But then maybe you actually want to get spanked by someone. Maybe you actually... next Friday. 21st.
You know what's funny, no? Drake was on an interview with this girl in the bed. And he was saying that he's
Oh, Bobby.
Yeah, that sounds weird, bro.
And his whole thing was like, oh, his type is thick goth girls.
Yeah.
I was like, Drake, I get you, bro. You're just like me.
This is why he's never been married either. This was with the stupid marriage chain. Because he can't marry. He's not going to marry a thick goth girl. There's no way. He's too deep in his game for that. Just understand. No, it's a commitment. It's a lifestyle.
So let me ask you how that.
Anyways,
how
next Friday,
you get connected with that community and network, because it's not like they're a public sort of, you know, you can just tell who, like, it's there might be, you know, there's obviously people that are very loud and proud about it, and then there's others that are it's genuinely a kink where we do this in our private space and time.
We made it, because I'm actually going to speak to that question you were asking about how do you know when you're doing the right thing, is that this was purely like self-serving. I had an opportunity, self-serving. I had an opportunity to make a thing that I wanted to see in the South African club scene.
Yeah.
And I got to start it small and overshot the budget for the first one so fucking hard, overpaid DJs, like booked just for 20 people. It was just a failure. But the word got out. Like you were saying, you know, you arrived and there were people there that were dressed. What I would now say is like how people dress
The normal,
at
the
Repentance.
standard, yeah.
Now is the standard at Repentance. Back then was not, and we were trying to build towards it. Those people came because they just kind of, you know, through some good marketing and word of mouth, had heard a thing or two. Because it obviously, you know, people's ears pricked up. Because they're like, what do you mean there's like a kinky club night, but it's in like a little bar kind of thing? That sounds cool. A lot of my friends for months were like, hey, how's that event of yours going? And I'm like, you should just come. And they never would. They're just like in the street, be like, yo, how's the event? So it was just an act of persistence. And some of those people at the very first event, there were a lot of people in that scene because it isn't, I'm not going to say it's necessarily small, but a lot of, from experience now, we all know each other now. We all know what's going on. We all support each other massively, super supportive scene. Even if you're on the hardcore end of things or if you're like us and it's more of like an entry-level thing. So some people came who are fucking hardcore and were like grilling the venue staff, and they don't know anything. They're just barmen, being like, just like
them what?
Like full blown. Like it's not the idea of like, you know, people again the goth mommy thing. It's like people joke about dominatrixes and stuff. That can be a lifestyle. Like you can be on all the time. You are. I am above you. You are subservient to me. Everyone is subservient to me. People pay me for this. So one of the people
does that carry through like the
personal life? Yeah, some people don't switch off because they're in that. They've been in it for so many years that they're like, that's who I am. That's how I carry myself. That's my business. It's my personal life. So some people came who were like that and were like, we've been looking at throwing events like this, and I'm like, that's awesome. So who are you? What events have you been to? What sex parties have you been to? What countries have you traveled to? And I'm like, it's none of your business, but it's like it's a pleasure to have you here. Like I got told by some people, these are important people.
In what?
No, in the kink scene. In like this kink scene. I know. It's a whole other.
You have to pay respect to the kink gods,
dude.
Bruh.
These people make money off of this that they do. And what's really cool is that these people who came and
kink mafia.
Yeah,
bruh.
and came and grilled the absolute fuck out of us when we changed venues. Were the first, and because we took a couple months off, were the first people to call now, like 2 years down the line, and be like, hey, we really hope your event comes back and we help you find a new venue, whatever. So it was just about building those relationships. It's going, I'm interested in this. I'd love to see how we could turn this into something. And now it's knowing I was in the right place, not because, wow, this is lucrative or wow, this is any of that. It's because more and more people are gravitating in. People who are uncomfortable about this get to be comfortable dipping their toes. People who are extremely comfortable with this come in and go, hey, that was a fun little social experience, you know? So you're kind of getting good feedback on all sides and you're able to approach the challenges.
So it's very interesting to me because it's like, I think I experienced it at its
infancy.
Very, first, and then I've never been back, sorry.
No, it's fine.
But they've never been at all, so.
It's very different now. It's so different now.
What did you say fuck me for?
Yeah, you guys are all single too, bro.
What do you say fuck me for?
Literally.
This is one of the best social events ever though as well, like to meet people. Just
that's what I'm saying.
It's not about to meet people to have sex with. I mean to meet.
Yeah.
To actually get along with, because like we've got so many rules in place. A lot of people who come who are vanilla, if you're in a normal club, you're gonna get hit on or groped more than you are at my event.
Yeah.
And it's not because of me, like I'm amazing. It's because I've got this now huge team of safety officers and some people who've been in the kink scene for like 20 years and everything is like fucking locked down in the right way.
It's such a sensitive field to navigate because there's a fine line between fun and, literally
Strange.
over the line.
But that's
and
it,
it's
like-
the boundaries are being pushed.
No, that's what's funny is that they aren't. No, when you set the rules up front, it is easier than if you're in a club. That's what I mean. In a normal club, you could be there with your own girlfriend and some oak will hit on them in front of you. Like Skellum had that whole video about how he walked in with his girl and this dude's like, I was trying to chase and like, don't ever go. If that happened at fucking Repentance, it would be like sorry, I'm not interested. And if the person persisted for one more second, boom, they would be out the event. And I can tell you that kind of shit has happened in 3 years 4 times because we're that clear on, and that's with like monthly events. 4 out of fucking 36 is pretty good in terms of a number of men or people being inappropriate. And sometimes it's just because fucking they misread a signal or something and then it's not as big of an issue and we end up solving it. So you'd think there's a skirting the line because we've now enabled more things to happen. We've enabled it to be more of an experience. That hasn't made it more of a stress. It's actually the people that gravitate towards the more hardcore stuff come from an environment where they know it. So if it's some random fucking dude who ever tries to walk into a space I would run, like, any of my events, if there was some person causing a scene and I heard about it, because like normal club nights too, you'd just be like, get that person the fuck out. Happened at Modular. Just, there was a dude being homophobic in the bathroom. And I'm like, bro, you're at a techno party and people are on drugs and you want to be homophobic in a bathroom at a fucking techno party. Like, you're telling me like, you want to say slurs. And I'm taking a piss going, now would be a good time to stop. And he doesn't understand. He's like, why, bro? Why? Are you defending their lifestyle? And I just walk out the bathroom and I'm like, that guy, out the club, please. And then next time you see him, you're at the gate. And he's like, come on, bro. Like, why? Why can't I be in the club? Because you're a homophobe, get fucked. Like, that rule applies at any event. It's just the other one, you've just got to have a couple more just boundaries in place because there can potentially be more issues.
Yeah. And so thank God, touch wood, there hasn't been anything serious enough to, be detrimental to the success and the reputation of the event.
Yeah, I mean, it's standard stuff.
Yeah.
The things that have happened, standard-ish things. There've been a couple of incidents where it's been someone completely overstepping a line. But at the end of the day, a big thing I've learned from all of the people in that community, we like to talk about, everyone would say, like, I want to throw an event and I want to make it safe. In the kink community, there's no such thing as actually, truly, this is going to sound scarier than it is. They would argue that there's no such thing as truly perfectly safe. It's that you can just make sure that it is as safe as possible because they're realistic. Yeah. And I like that realism. So when there've been situations, we as a unit with some incredible people on my team have handled it, whether it's been a medical emergency, whether it's been, or someone overstepping a line. It's like that person then gets removed, or there've been people who come in that we then get word, they've got a case against them outside of our party. We don't know that because they just bought a ticket. And then we go, fine, cheers.
Yeah.
And they'll talk to my face and I'll go, cool, you're not welcome here again. And they've never been back. So that's just the best. It's honestly the best thing you can do in those kinds of spaces is just like budget for the worst to happen, but set it up so that the best can happen. And like that's where we find ourselves now, fortunately.
So now transitioning from a very niche community driven event to Null, which is, this would be the second one or the first one?
We've done two now.
So it'll be the third one.
The third one would be coming up, yeah.
Okay. Excuse my ignorance.
No, it's fine.
They haven't been to any of them.
It's early days as well.
It's my stay shifting the goalpost, bro.
I was like, dude, I
Still haven't been. Yeah.
So transitioning from that, well, not transitioning, but doubling your efforts, now doing another event, which is, would you say it's trying to be, catered to the everyday, general EDM techno lover? A little bit broader, or is it still quite a niche, targeted thing?
I think the most important thing with Null, because Null, this represents two things. We've spoken about all these other things I do, but events is kind of this weird place I wouldn't even say begrudgingly found myself. It's just, that's what I'm enjoying a lot of right now. So you've obviously got Repentance, which is now a couple years in. There's Null, there's Bloodline occasionally at Modular, and they've got very similar ethoses behind them. With Modular, it's like we just take over the one stage. For Bloodline, and that's meant to be, the concept there is like, there is a bloodline, like almost like a family line, but that ties new DJs to someone like me.
Cool.
So it's going, these are younger artists, and there'll be varying degrees of younger. So it'll be someone who's really popped off in the last year, and someone who's maybe been around for 3 or 4 years. And then going, all of us are going to play, you're going to have a fantastic time. I'm talking with the club owners the whole time going, have you heard of this DJ? You need to check, you need to go and listen to Needy Gecko, if you like hard groove, going, fuck, you guys haven't booked Dalen Universe yet. Like, why haven't you? Like, he's playing.
I actually wanted to talk about Dalen.
No, we're going to talk about Dalen because that kid is literally my spirit animal. Like, we will discuss because that is, I'm going to save that one because crazy. But seeing those kinds of kids and going, you need this. And then Null is at Halo is taking advantage of the fact that I'm good mates with the Halo people. They love me. And I can very much go, okay, cool, we're going to do something that aligns with Halo, but we're trying to push something that is across both floors, a little bit less woo-woo, filming on your phone. Yeah, people are still going to do it, but like, we're not trying to be an Afro house party. We're not trying to be...
music.
Yeah, we're not trying to be kind of music. We're not trying to be... whatever the fuck it is that everyone else is doing, it's going to be good. We're going to give you broad strokes. I'm going to tell you it's house music, it's techno, it's acid. These are all keywords that are going to make you go, oh, I like acid. Sure you do. Now you can come and listen to 2 songs of that in my set where the whole thing is going to be strung together in a really, really great way. And the flow of the night is going to be good. But musically, it's going to be stuff that's both going to get people in the door, but is also going to make someone stand there and film, like as happened there, and be like, was someone just playing fucking bass music in Halo? I see that happening. The nice thing is, as well, is just by virtue of how these things work, as much as some of these are in their infancy, like word is getting out in a good way. So there's like a chance to maybe kind of take Null on the road already to other clubs elsewhere in the country. But then I get to do what I do here, which is tap people in that city. So go, if it's Durban, and then it's like, we need to get Bass Odyssey, we need to get X, Y, and Z, we need to do that across X amount of floors, and those kinds of things. So it's way more of a club experience, but it's meant to just, as much as possible, be about the music. Try and create an image that sticks with people and makes them take notice, especially as we go into season. And it's just a couple of other things that I'm going to be working on in a similar vein, where it's all just tackling different parts of what I like. Like there might be something a little more, even more low key, where it'll be like evening into nighttime at like a nice little bar in town where it's a great music bar and people go there anyway, but it's going, how do we string a whole evening together and make that an experience? Because Repentance has taught me so much about the music being fucking important, but the experience being fucking important. And we see that from a lot of events too, obviously. Like your communities and all of that, like they are as much a cultural moment as they are shit hot DJs. And I've learned a lot from that, from the Heineken Arise stuff, all of that. It's like, give people a reason that they can't fucking miss this thing. And if they do miss it and their friends talk about it, they're sad. But if you were there, it's not that you're like, wow, the FOMO isn't meant to be like, oh, fuck the DJ. It's meant to be like, holy shit, like, look at all of these cool things that I could do or that I did do. Look at all of this wonderful special stuff that brought these people together. We saw it with even the Stockroom with Lemkus, that whole thing. That's now their first Thursday, that they're doing fucking well. Shout out to Levi.
They brought it back now recently.
Yeah, like Levi, I think, is on with them now. And
he's been on for a minute now,
Yes, and he's doing proper, like doing a great job.
dope.
And it's in-house now, which is, I was at least a part of the group of people that kind of, got to play around with that idea of like, how do we blend streetwear event with, and there's alcohol brands, but then there's this, and it's like a social gathering, and now they've found a way to make that work for them.
Bro, as you're speaking, like, I'm getting reminded of like every little project that you've worked on, and I completely forgot about New Balance. I forgot about
the New Balance was
I forgot about what is the brand you were working with? The
Mad Dogs.
Mad Dogs.
Yeah. That was why
what else? Like, there's so much, bro. Like, you've done so many fucking
we all have the
things.
same amount of time in a day, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
No, it's just been over the years, man. It's like I was endorsed by Puma when I was younger. I had a good time with them because, when they were more focused on electronic music. Like their rapper was PH Fat back then. Like when now it's Maglera. Like it's obviously a very different ball game, but like back then I was the new kid, so I'd managed to do that. I've had some time working. This is something that I'm going to recommend to people is like when opportunities arise, be smart with what you're being offered and how you could use it. Because New Balance came to me just going, we would like to endorse you. Because I was just a fan of the brand. I was posting it a lot, collecting it, like sneakerhead. But when they then go, cool, we need to get some photos of you and some clothes and we're going to give you some free stuff, whatever. I'm like, how about that budget you were going to use for that shoot? You let me get a bunch of fucking people together. Oh, we're doing it's the artist t-shirt collection. Can I get a bunch of Cape Town artists, Richard Average, Z Summer, whatever. I'm going to put them in the clothes. And we're going to tag all of the artists that collaborated on this in the UK and shit. And they're going to end up sharing South African stuff going, oh my God, look at these photo shoots they did locally. And then I get to go, that's what like, instead of just going, pay me and I will I'm wearing New Balance, guys. No shit, I was wearing New Balance anyway. It was cool to then be able to go, we did this, tell the story of Golden Dish. We did that, it's fucking with the 574s going like, my favorite people, love that family, like they treat me like family. I can't go there and try and pay for food because they will, in COVID, they noticed me through a mask for fuck's sake. They're like, get on the microphone, and no one at Golden Dish gives a fuck about Das Kapital. Let me be clear.
Oh, you don't blend in there.
No,
bro.
no, no,
It's
I'm
not like
talking-
you're hard to spot.
No. I'm dog.
I feel like
Dog.
you do have an
My guy,
iconic name.
I
in
was
the
wearing
And the voice.
No,
too,
I
bro.
was wearing a hoodie and a fucking keffiyeh around my head. Like
Yeah,
you
but the
couldn't
thing is,
recognize
it's your
me.
voice. Like I was gonna.
I didn't
ask
even
you
say
earlier.
hi. I just walked up to the
Oh,
gate and they're like,
okay.
but what I'm saying, like the punt, like the average consumer at Golden Dish does not give a fuck about Das Kapital. Let's be clear. These are people buying Gatsby's.
But I can guarantee you, if their parents and their children are old enough to go to festivals, their children.
No, but this
definitely
is
know
why
who
it's
you
funny
are.
because they get on the fucking loudhailer where they normally be like, order number 29. And they go, ladies and gentlemen, Das Kapital has entered the building. And I'm standing there going, don't fucking
you
do this.
know
Because there are like
everyone's
20
like, who the
people there
fuck is
queuing
this?
for their food going like,
Who the fuck is Das
the
Kapital?
fuck is this white guy? What the fuck is he getting special treatment for? Yeah, no, definitely.
sure.
No,
Especially
standard.
Good Hope, bro.
Standard,
So,
bro.
Good Hope.
But that's why they know. That's why Golden
Yeah.
Dish. But that's also why Golden Dish know me is because they listen to the show. So they will text me and go like, "Can we get a shout out?" And I'll be like, "Of course." So anyway, telling the New Balance story was like there was some shoes, and they needed to tell a story of like it's a whole family range of shoes. What better fucking family to
Than
put
Golden
in the shoe
Dish.
than the
Yeah.
Parkers?
Yeah.
Because they're like they're a neighborhood staple. So now you've got, and like some of the shoes were orange, so they look like fucking samosas next to the samosas. So we filmed the shit. Lemkist posts it, and everyone goes, "Yes, says Lemkist, you guys are the best at speaking to the culture. You guys knew exactly what you were doing." And I'm like, yes, yes, Lemkist did it. That's so cool. Like, shout out to Cal, shout out to Q. I love Lemkist and Richard. What's good to all of you. But that was the best comment to ever see, being like,
Yeah.
"You guys knew what you were fucking doing." I'm like,
But
I did that with Horsey.
But you know what's crazy, eh? It's like, and again, I don't know how much of your influence is actually like attributed to this, but that's something that Lemkes has carried throughout since that, like,
No,
since
they
that
were
thing.
always on it. Like Cal and Q, when I got to work with them
Yeah.
for
So clever, bro.
so fucking smart. Like the ideas that we were shooting back and forth.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to ruin anything that they could still pull out the hat, but it was like when they were doing sneaker launches, it was like, okay, how are we going to do the putter wave thing? Because I was helping because of the stockroom thing. So it's like we're gonna get this whole women's surfing like initiative that teaches kids in the township how to surf, but we're gonna get them in the putters, and we're gonna get a board made that's gonna look like the putters. No one's and we just couldn't pull it off in time. And then the shit that they still did was amazing. But it's shit like that where we'd be like, what if Lemkis did a collab with Gatties? You know, it was like crazy shit. But everyone's like,
I want to dab you up so bad.
bro, you know,
Bro,
like,
do you remember the market drop with a coffee shop?
yeah, that was
Yeah.
them. See, that's
That was
them.
so
that,
cool,
the
bro.
market, that was before I'd met them. That coffee shop.
Yes.
Do you
Market
remember
thing.
the
Even the
I still have, I think I got number 14, it was under the cup.
Yeah.
crazy?
For me, it's like I just try and align myself with people that I can creatively just like vibe with. That's
Yeah.
why
I
with
was-
them, it's like I could very clearly be the whitest man in the room, but it was this thing of like,
you understand culture.
it wasn't just understanding culture, it's that we fucking would come up with an idea and be like, that's a good fucking idea. Let's
So how?
do it.
Okay, so I think it's a good segue into the Dalen conversation.
Yeah.
Because it's like I can understand how I've connected with
Yeah.
the predominantly colored audience that I play for because of my music style, just all of that. How did you, coming from where you grew up to the school you went to, all of that, how does the progression from playing in assembly to 90% white people in the 2010s
Yeah.
to working on a campaign for Golden Dish, like how does it get from A to B?
I think it's really just about stuff that you're passionate about. Like I went to Westerford, so cool high school, really generally pretty mixed, like pretty well like blended. And it was just a thing of like, not in like I was the white guy listening to rap music. Like I was a philosopher of rap music. Like other people were listening to 2010s fucking like Yellow Diamonds and fucking who cares. I'm like, I only listen to 90s boom bap or Houston, Texas rap music. Mike Jones with Swisher House. We're a fan of DJ Screw. And no one gave a fuck about that except for me at that particular time. And that's fine. But being like, cool, I'm already... Everyone who was my age was like, I'm into ska music. I like skanking and wearing fucking reggae stuff. And I'm like, no, this is what I like. Having that ability to separate that, the kind of friends I had back then, some just very talented and cool people. It was just nice to always be around a lot of things and to go, I'm into this.
Yeah. Sorry. My question actually was thinking about like the amount of opportunities you've given and platforms you've given for young DJs and producers of every size, shape, color, you name it. It made me think about the fact that like we were literally just chatting before this in the car about how we agree that music is raceless.
Yes.
Even though it can be made by a certain demographic, it is not made for a certain demographic necessarily. So I'm getting to Dalen eventually. The thinking around this music is white music, drum and bass is white music, rock and roll is white music, and hip hop is black and colored music, and it's just like it's not the case at all. So getting somebody like Dalen, I'm thinking of guys like Viro, all the basshead dudes, Sumo, Dark Swano, like everyone, Niska One, you name it, bro. Like there's so many colored and black people that are insanely tapped in to the anti-commercial, anti-typical sound.
A sound where they're in this country specifically where we would want to put them in
you would
automatically.
box it in, you would box
You know,
it
a lot of people see Niska One. I mean, fuck, dude. When I toured with him and we were younger, like you got to Plet Rage. Plet Rage like fucking 12 years ago, and people would walk up to like, it would be like me, Hazer, and Niska One. Both of them were like much closer to 30, if not a little bit over. And there's me, like I'm 21. And they'd walk up to like Niska One because he had dreads and a backpack and be like, do you have ecstasy? And like that guy doesn't do drugs. So he's there just like, no, I'm headlining the fucking stage. So it's like, it's those kinds of little moments where you can really see like stupid pre-existing prejudices pop through. We're like, no, this is the fucking headline DJ.
Yeah.
Wait, how long has Niska One been around?
My guy, Niska One was throwing his first drum and bass little parties when I was still like 16, 17. He was playing.
He was playing Pharrell jeans, bro.
He was playing to like
looks like he's
a couple of people that
doesn't age.
And he's still regarded as like, someone tell me they went out a couple of weekends ago and they were watching on, maybe it's earlier this year, and they saw him and they were like, this man is incredible.
He's one of the best DJs.
If I really have to, you got to do like an actual top 5 in this country. And like, you'd obviously, I think, have to do a separate list for like your ready Ds. And
let's do it. Let's head into it right now.
Like
top 5.
Top 5, undisputed.
I can maybe do, like in terms of raw technical skill, shit I've seen, I'd rather do, it's tough to think about this, like an actual top 3. Because not even a top 5, because it's people who are just so technically beyond what the rest of us are capable of. Niska One is in that top 3. Yeah. Because I've had the pleasure of playing back-to-back that guy, and it is quite literally like, I know my way around CDJs, but he has learned his music. He's the DJ that has made the art form out of DJing. I would argue you two as well, and I'm not saying that because I'm on your podcast. Genuinely, I think about this all the time on more of a, because you guys are also open format enough that I can say it confidently. It's not just like it's a hip-hop thing. Because we've all seen hip-hop DJs fucking do their thing and it's been cool. It's like you guys, Niska One, and there's got to be probably someone from the techno scene. I feel like I can't even imagine someone.
That's what I'm interested in.
But you know what it is?
I'm
gonna say this because this is something I've been thinking about, and I had this moment on Friday, and I'm sorry because I know I've been talking a lot, and it's gonna come across as super easy.
You're the guest, bro.
But for me to seem conceited, but I had this moment in the middle of.
No, you are. You're
conceited.
Yeah, you are.
Sure, I was locked. I was locked the fuck in at Null, and there was this moment where I'm like, okay, cool. You know, it's night after First Thursday. Club's got people in it. We're happy. It's good.
Bro, you know how difficult that is?
Yeah.
First Fridays?
No, it was murder, but at the same time, it was fine. Like we had enough people on the floor. Like all my DJs got to play. Everyone had a great time. It went till like 3:30, which for that night is a lot. Normally it would be till 4, but the fact that a First Friday went till 3:30, when they were like,
amazing.
We might have to close at 3. Next thing, my DJ is texting me. Needy Gecko texts me. He's like, nah, play till 3:30.
Needy Gecko,
Meg, best hard groove DJ in the country.
Wow.
She just played Pangea. No one, if you don't know about her, that's good because like they are on the rise, but they fuck shit up. They know their way around CDJs in terms of actually using hot cues, actually looping and shit that makes everyone else look like a fucking idiot. Like, and they're just playing hard groove.
This is crazy. Sorry.
Needy Gecko.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
And like, they don't post a lot about it. Even like, they don't really share that they were DJing. Killed me, Meg. Like, I needed you to share the gig more, but it's cool. And then they come through and they fuck it up. And so while I was DJing, I was just having this moment where like, I almost dissociated. It was like the crowd was having a good time. All my people were in the VIP with me and they were coming to check in on me and just be like, yo, you need water, whatever, everything's cool. But in this moment where I'm playing tracks, I don't care if I'm the most popular artist in this country. I don't care if I'm the most relatable. I'm never going to play sets that are going to please everyone. There are going to be times where you're going to hear me and you're going to walk away and go, that was exactly what I wanted. And there are other times where people are going to leave with a question mark over their head and go, oh, why did he play Chris Lake at Modular? Because I can, and because it makes fucking sense. Go fuck yourself. But in that moment, while I was blending stuff, and not just cross genres, but just the way I was mixing, the way I was queuing and doing stuff, I'm just like, I'm in this country right now, in my sound, in the world of straight club DJs, I'm top 5, dead or alive. Like there's technical ability, and I know it's like, it's pressing play. I spent, where everyone is like syncing and fucking queuing and shit, right? I've spent the last 15 years not using Rekordbox. I've only started using Rekordbox in the last 8 months. So again, I've been using a crayon. I just put a USB in. I would download music, put it on a USB, scroll through folders and just go, that one. For the last 15 years.
That's insane.
That's insane,
Everything.
bro.
Every Rocking the Daisies.
That's insane.
Every fucking Oppie Copy. Every festival you've seen me at. I arrived with a USB with no plan. Nothing but vibes.
Shut up, bro. That's fucking insane.
A hope in a dream. So
Yeah, that's insane, bro.
That's insane.
describe, and some people might be like, I can tell. And I'll be like, that's good for you, man. Because you're one of, I promise you, you're one of 3 people who can tell. Because as we were discussing, you can just put Pony and Britney Spears together, and 98% of other people.
No, that's genuinely insane, bro.
But it's that thing I said in the beginning of the pencil, like you were using a crayon.
Yeah.
So I felt like, yo, I'm using Pioneer gear. I'm finally using like a sharpened pencil. Now I've come to realize that pencil's been dull for 10 years.
Now you're using a ballpoint pen.
Now that I'm on, like it's one of those mechanical pencils, just stay sharp. And being able to actually sort my music, know what I'm doing. I already know what's in key because I've like listened to my music, but then I'm also able to just do more harmonic things because the software is there with me. It's actually creating moments. It's extending breakdowns. It's not just looping for the sake of looping because, oh man, I fucked up the transition. It's going like, we're going to bring that vocal back from 10 minutes ago and it's going to be a fucking moment. And then it is. And I stood there while this was happening going like, I don't care if half the room agrees with me. I know it in my heart of hearts that there are a few people that on a good day couldn't fuck with me. If I really wanted to boil it down and be like, I'm just going to play a techno set today, I guarantee you it would be a fucking great techno set. But I'm not going to be that boring. It's the jack of all trades thing. That's my problem, is that I've got to be like, but what if we played whatever, Flight FM in the middle of an I'm a piano song? I wouldn't do that, but you get what I mean. What if you played, I sabotage myself on purpose sometimes, literally to get a kick out of it so that it forces me to DJ harder. Like in the middle of a peak time set, everything's going really well. I'll just drop one baile funk tune just to fuck up the crowd, make them confused. And then I go back into 4/4 and they lose their shit. And I'm like, yeah, I did that.
Ripcord had the best way to explain like the confusion of baile funk to people. They think it's a build-up the entire time.
Yes.
Dum, 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 dum. And they're like, okay, it's coming. They're like, no, it's been.
I found some tracks that are like baile funk remixes of house tunes as well. So what I'll do is I will literally drop the first half of the house tune, mix in the baile funk second drop, and then switch back to the house. So people are literally like, and it'll be, because the grid is like triplet on that shit. So it's just boom, and a lot of people just fucking don't know what to do. And I stand there vibing, like just going off, and then I just go, and bar switch, and you just go, whoop, back into house. And I stand there and I laugh. Like, if you watch me DJ enough, there are genuinely moments where I'm hysterically laughing in the booth when I've done something. And it's either when I'm putting the headphones on, I'll hysterically laugh, and then something fucked up is about to happen, or I pull off something like this, and I stand there like a maniacal genius, just clapping to myself, like, got him again. And
but like, do you think people care though? Sorry, Brodi, carry on.
That's actually such a, even if people don't care, that's such a good way to keep yourself
entertained.
And to test out how the crowd's going to react to certain things.
Yeah.
Like,
But
it's a very entertaining way.
no one knows. I've had club owners come to me about promoters who've thrown a whole party of a specific genre going, what was that shit from those people? Nothing to do with me. They're unlistenable. I hate that cuck. Then they go on my fucking story and they see me playing at the party that those people throw, playing that exact music and go, this party looks fucking sick. And I'm like, voila. Context is fucking everything. Because I play the genre, to that person it makes sense. So it'd be the same thing as there'd be someone who'd probably get pissed off if I played 1,000 Seconds by Black Hole or whatever. Because like, how dare this fucking white man play that song? He wasn't around back then. And I could be like, you're right. But...
And then Beats by Hand does it and
Yeah,
everyone's
Beats by
like,
Hand,
oh,
everyone's
this is
like,
dope.
yo, who's this anonymous fucking guy? It's fucking Advent from fucking PE. Shout out to you, Hein. I love you. Yeah, he can make a song called
Shout out
SAP.
Beats by Hand one time for
He
you.
make a song called SAPS. Everyone's like, yo, who's this mysterious
No, but
fucking
that's a
guy?
fire song, bro. I can't lie.
No, all
Saps
this-
is a moerse number.
Hein, dumb fuck talented. Like, again, that's
He's
a guy.
so good, bro.
He came up through the radio stuff. He was sending me and Kyle Kassem stuff as Advent before anyone else. So I remember playing his Advent stuff, being like, you guys. He was like remixing like the Crash Bandicoot theme song. And I was playing that in the club. And I'm like, whoa, yo, bro, what's this, bro? Now he's Beats by Hand. And that's obviously 1,000 times above what the Advent stuff was doing. And it's so good. It's
Yeah.
Kid Funk, man.
crazy.
The guy knows what he's looking for.
Let's get into Dalen.
Yeah.
Because
to
like
talk about
I know Dalen from
Yeah.
like earlier on. Like I still remember he was like fresh out of matric and he used to come to like the waiting room and like chill at like frequent events that we used to have and stuff like that. And like even that time he was telling me like he has a love for like techno music and house music and that sort of thing. And he was like one of the first people to like complain about it, about like, yo, there's no way to play it, there's no industry, there's no scene for me and that sort of thing. And like I still remember telling him like, yo, just when you're starting out, you just have to stick to the commercial thing for now. Just generate a little bit of buzz, get frequented around places and stuff like that. And then hopefully like in the future. And then I remember he left. I still remember he left for Germany on a modeling contract. And the day or the week that he left, I had the K Volume 2 and I had him like one of the opening sets for that edition. And he told me like, no, he's leaving or whatever the case may be. And then when he came back from Germany, he was like full on in this techno bag. Like he was like unapologetic about it. It was like, fuck all of yous. This is what I like. This is what I'm going to do.
But this is actually, because you asked the question about this whole, everyone's got this presupposed idea of what your genre is supposed to be, whatever. Something that as much as I can sit here and be like, I don't give a fuck, I play every genre, I still have a ballpark I have to play in. I still have stuff that I have to do. That doesn't mean that what I have to listen to has to match that, and it doesn't mean the stuff I have to support has to match that either. So being able to go...
That's a great statement, actually, bro.
Yeah, but being able to go to these parties just to fucking learn. It's like there's stuff that's obviously going to speak to me. Like Frogtown, which is like, was drum and bass, is now more UK garage. That's been up my alley.
Yeah.
But now you're telling me, especially post-repentance and stuff, going to more of the parties that the queer kids are throwing at Evil, because a lot of them are ravey as fuck. And they're not kinky, but they could be if they wanted to be, but they're not. So getting to go to events like Harder, going to some of the stuff like Just Between Us that ends up being more hard groove and a little bit of garage and stuff, I started hearing a couple of people and you start really figuring stuff out. And I think I heard Dalen at a Harder and he was mixing, he was playing at like 136 or 140 and he was mixing like Gorm that fast, then into techno records and stuff. And I just remember going, sorry, who was that? Like with the friends I was there with, because I'm like, I knew I'm the tourist here. Like, let me get to know the people here. Who was that? That's Dalen. Okay, cool. And it stayed in the back. And then I had an opportunity to watch again. It came to the point that it was obviously like, I need you to play Repentance. That was amazing, whatever.
You guys did it back to back.
That was after I'd heard Dalen play a bunch and I'd had Dalen play for me. Never, ever has my intuition been so fucking rewarded. When I think the previous Repentance I'd seen him play, spoke with him afterwards, because he did the same thing of the like, oh my God, I was in the car with my mom listening to you at one point, and I'm like, you're a fucking genius. I love you. Like, your sound is amazing. I had this fucking sneaking suspicion it was our last party of the season last year, and I'm like, I would never normally put myself back to back with someone. I would do it if someone else asked. Or if I really respect you. But oftentimes, it's like the technical ability doesn't match up, the DJing style doesn't match up. I had this fucking gut instinct that hearing Dalen play, I'm like, you're a younger me. There's no other way to describe this. I don't know in what way. No, I don't know in what way. I can't figure out what it fucking is. And I engineered the set to basically be like, I think it was like half an hour, then half an hour together, then half an hour alone. Or just, I just wanted to play a little bit with him and then let him have an hour. because it was like, I just want to do this for fun, and then I need to get back to running the event.
Yeah.
The most seamless half an hour of DJing I've ever had in my fucking life. Like, we were like, what are we going to do? Where do we start? I played something. He brought in some crazy remix of Heads Will Roll, which could be the corniest shit in the world, but it wasn't. And we just, you know that moment when you hit a blend where you look at each other and you're like, the fuck did we just do? And you're there like fucking, there's that photo of us clapping and laughing on my Instagram.
Weren't we?
Straight up, like just absolutely, I walked off stage and I texted him that next morning just being like, we are so fucking in sync. I was so right. And that's what I like about his energy as well. Like he went to Berlin again and he came back and he was one of those people that's like, I want to be even more hardcore in the techno thing.
The second time he came back, it was insane.
Yeah, now,
like he fully dived into it.
It's cool because there's a scene for everybody now.
Yeah.
So there are kids who get to benefit from the standard understanding of what they do. So it's like, oh, you should be playing Afro House. Guess what? They will play Afro House when you book them for that. But if you ask them to play what they want to fucking play, it might be something off the beaten path. And I'm loving that about, it feels like for the first time, the scene's fucked. The scene's broken. We need more clubs. Events aren't doing as well as they should. All of that standard shit. People aren't getting paid properly. Oversaturated, blah, blah, blah. But for the first fucking time, there is a youth scene that is worth giving a fuck about. Like there are kids throwing events for kids, whether it's a market that bangs the first time and then the second time it's a little bit quiet. There's a club night that's absolutely huge just by virtue of who's throwing it. And then there are other ones where they got to fight tooth and nail. There's so much cool shit going on. And they're all working together. So Death of Glitter is established, but then all the people that have come off Death of Glitter, like Bathhouse and Harder and all of these other
These
little
names
events.
are so fucking cool.
Bro, you need to see Bathhouse.
Needy Gecko, Bathhouse.
Bro, Bathhouse. I haven't...
Death of Glitter.
I haven't had it, but it's not just a techno party. It's just these people do concept right. It's that they don't give a fuck what you are, who you are, as long as you come in there and you're there for what they're doing. And that's the thing with some of these DJs as well. Is like, there's
Can I ask, is there space for Gremlin to maybe tap into his drum and bass scene in some of these, like Dippy Still?
In these youth parties, they're not doing as much drum and bass, but they're more drum and bass promoters now than ever before, which is fucking sick. I just think, you know what you need to do? No, you know what you need to do? It's a fucking freebie, because I'm going to tag them in this. You can tag them easily. Church.
Yeah.
Boys, lads, Debbie, Dakota. Please, like he's done a drum and bass. You've done a drum and bass mix for me, didn't you? Yeah. Just do a mix for them. Like I'll just send it to Debbie, and Debbie can send it to Francois and them. Like they when I'm in Pretoria,
This is hilarious actually.
If I'm in Joburg, I just go, Oaks.
This is so funny.
Oaks, I'm here. Is there a church? They'll go, there can be. And then I'm not halachically a drum and bass DJ, but they'll be like, we can throw a drum and bass party for you, Das, and then they'll get all of their regulars in, and it'll be me, and I have fun, and you are probably even better than me at drum and bass. So
it's so funny that you mentioned the whole spot, because yesterday we were chilling and we were talking about the whole James Hype thing.
Yeah.
And like
real DJing. I bet you've never seen another DJ do this. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck.
So we're talking about the lineup, the complimentary lineup that they released. And
I didn't see it.
Oh yeah, nah. And we were talking about like how this whole guy, this guy's whole persona and his brand is like real DJing and technical DJing. And I can do this and I can do that. And then like the complimentary lineup is the complete. Well, not complete opposite, but like majority the opposite.
I must actually take a look because I haven't seen it, but I know, given the scope of what they're trying to do with him, because it's like being brought down by like it's going to be G&G in collaboration with what would have been RK events, whatever they're calling themselves now, and it's going to happen at Cabo. It's got to be like this for someone like him. They've got to be all of these things. So it's going to be like, who is going to safely bring people in here? Because you can't be like, we're going to get.
But the funniest part about it was he was crashing out because he was saying he had this whole idea to do like a technical mix and like put it on the IG and promote it, but then he realized to himself like, why the fuck should I be doing all this just to get onto the stage?
Yeah, there's a time and a place where I think it's okay, like that whole suffering from success thing where people are going to be like, yeah, but you know, you guys are hip-hop DJs. If you guys were like, we're actually really mean at house, people be like, well, prove it then. Then record a half an hour mix and show people and be like, oh, fuck fuck? Like, it's a half an hour mix.
I think we were coming at it, well, I was coming at it from a technical perspective.
No, but I mean,
where
in
it's
that case,
But
in
it's
this
not
case.
a genre-specific
Yeah, but in
scenario,
this particular case, I wouldn't say that that's doing too much. I mean, like, there is almost, there would be an expectation of having to do too much. Where it's kind of like, I don't mind having to prove to you, if, for example, like, these other cool parties I'm talking about, for some of them, if I had to prove to them that I can actually fit in with them, even though I'm established, that's a fair thing that I would have to do, because they could go, I've only heard you on radio.
Real? No, 100%.
Fair, and that's
bro,
just a mix. But if it had to be like, I need to, bust my chops to prove that I'm technically gifted enough when it is being compared to fucking like speak and spell.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't you think like from a thing
cat.
of like James Hype coming to South Africa for the first time or whatever, and it's like, okay, cool. Love him or hate him, he represents a certain thing about DJing.
At the moment,
right?
And he's a good producer, and he's got fucking energy, and he knows how to galvanize people. I just, personally, I've seen too many memes. That's why I can make jokes about it. Everyone follows that Osei dude who makes the fucking dick ass, like those videos on my... And then it just distorts. And like, that's not what he sounds like. He's obviously very good. There's a reason we're excited. And looking at pedestrian-ass music listeners on Facebook, like moms, being like, I am going to Rage Festival this year because I'm so fucking amped for James Hype. We don't get that often enough. Someone that people are really excited for. Like, think about Gunna coming down and people are like, oh, not again. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's like Stimming comes down too often, or Nora In Pure, and people just go, she's here every December. So, cool. James Hype, let people be fucking gassed for the dude, but at the same time, like, make the event, I think, exciting. This maybe would have been my thought.
I always think of it from an opportunistic sort of point for South Africa to blow up even more.
Yes.
Or someone or something. So it's like, James Hype is here, cool. He's coming from England.
You're so right.
And he's going to fucking come to South Africa and he's going to go and listen to Carl Watson. Okay, he probably knows Carl Watson.
But he does those videos as well where he's like, yo, this guy sent me a tune 2 years ago and now I'm going to teach him how to DJ. And like, fucking, you're right. You could be putting... So many kids on the map. And not nobody either. Like, fucking, let me think of a kid who's doing hot shit in Tech House right now that could probably use like a leg up. Newire, if you've heard of him. Newire. He sent me some demos. From him sending me a couple of demos going, I'm trying to figure it out, whatever. He's built a little name for himself. He's in with some good promoters. He's playing a lot, making good Tech House. Sounds pretty good, and it's not full-blown Tech House either. It's just cool fucking music. Good kid, good energy. Just remixed Aiden K, who always works with Timo ODV. Like, just doing the right thing. Put him on the lineup. Put him on that fucking lineup. Because if James Hype goes, your tunes are sick, bruv, then fucking take him on tour.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Not just like, it's going to be the same fucking 5 DJs and none of them are going to go on tour with James fucking Hype.
That's the whole thing. It's like the point is...
No disrespect to the people who book this, but that's such an opportunity to, Yeah,
the show's going to sell regardless. It's James Hype. So now you don't need to play the safe card of trying to, okay, let's make sure people come. Like, they're coming regardless,
You could talk with his agent, because that's free fucking content. That's like, hey, free marketing for our event, by the way.
100%.
Got some DJs. Can we send you some music? You pick the favorite one. They're going to end up on the lineup. You get to go, I decided this DJ. They're going to open the fucking thing, so it's not even going to bother you. But you're going to stand there, look good, take some photos, clout chase, go like, yo, look at him, he's opening the party, it's sick, cool. And then, you get to go like, I'm going to help make your tune better, and he's going to put a hi-hat over the fucking thing. And he's going to fucking, what like a story. And everyone goes, look what he did, look what he found in South Africa. And everyone online is going to be like, yo, no one else is doing this, James, you're so sick. You know, his management and him would jump at the chance to do that. That's free fucking content. This is when we were talking about how do these ideas come up? That's shit like this. Free ideas.
That's literally how we looked at the whole Caterinada thing last year also. Well, it's crazy. That feels like it happened last year, but it was this year. But it was the same. Like, we have so many Caterinada-esque producers in the country. Why aren't we letting these kids get the stage in front of him so that he can see the talent, see the production level and that sort?
So now James Hype is going to come in. Like, what if he saw a JTI doing some mad cuck and be like, hey, yo, that's crazy. And now JTI is traveling with him to fucking America or whatever.
Or at least releasing on his label. Or at least there's a potential chance that we will get you to do a remix on spec, which means if we don't like the remix, we won't release it. But we're going to send you the stems, and if you can fucking do this, we'll release it on the label. They as a label have nothing to lose. Their deals are going to be airtight anyway, 50-50 with the artists involved, and that other 50 will then be the original artist, which will probably be James, ostensibly. So he already is now making 75% of the money. Bullshit, blah, blah, blah. They're not, it costs them fuck all.
Nah, industry's cooked, bro.
No, I'm telling you, this isn't a bad thing. This is fine. This is just standard fucking indie label practice. People do it to line their own pockets.
No, but I'm saying just the fact that you can have this idea and there would be no one to allow you to bring it to light. That's all the other part.
No, because all promoters really care about at that level, like in general, and especially in this country, is like, I'm just gonna run my Instagram ads. I've got my social media specialists who are making sure that the banner ads are up on everywhere, and it's going like, whoa. 3 months to go.
So,
here's a video of James Hype DJing. Yes. Yes, we know.
We need to do a follow-up episode.
We do need to. There's just so much to talk about, bro. This is Das Capital Part 1.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nah, real.
Nah, this is because there's so many
things. Let's get you
things.
back after summer.
Okay.
There's so many things we need to talk
just
about,
be so
bro.
war-torn and grizzled. Like, hey, I was repentance. What are you talking about?
We want you burnt out.
What are you fucking talking
We want you burnt out and tired and emotional.
Like I want to talk about
right on the edge.
Yeah.
Please.
I want to talk about the rise. I want to talk about industry trust. I want to talk about
sorry, not stay true.
Do work.
Yeah, do work. Yeah.
But I think it would
bro.
also be good. I think for all of us, if we came back after summer, because I think we all have opinions on where things are right now.
Your shit is horrible right now.
Yeah, and like I'm hopeful, and I've got like there are cool things in the works, and there are people I believe in that I'm working with, and there are other people that are obviously you don't believe in that you're still going to try and work with because it's the scene right now.
Yeah.
But I want us all to actually make it to fucking January, and then come back and go like, it was exactly like I said it was. You know, like, it was, inshallah, we find him. Fucking halal movie night, the three of us.
We will all be there.
Let's wrap it up for now.
In Das
We're
we
gonna
trust.
put a pin in this.
Yeah.
Because this could easily be a 4-hour chat. Bro. But thank you so much, dude.
Yo, thank you.
Really, there's a lot more. Shout out to Gail and who's our other top fan? They got a crown. Gail and SPX. What's his name?
Oh, I also want to shout out someone that I connected with over the weekend. Chapman. She's been a long time viewer.
Name sounds very familiar.
Yeah, she follows all of us on Instagram, so shout out to her for always staying tuned.
Shiloh, yes, he's a top fan. He's number 1. Yeah. And then Gail's number 2.
Yeah, and if you guys have learned anything, it's that you should never get too many DJs together because we're really nice until we're all together, and then we're salty assholes. I came in here knowing that this was the vibe. Like I was so like calm in the car listening to Enya, like just And then as soon as I sat down and KANE asks, "Is it violence time?" And then yes, it is.
Pop off, King.
Pop off, King. Bless. Yeah, I must be back. Thank you.
Peace. Yeah.